If the Super Bowl bored you to tears, don't worry. Political culture continues to be a flaming heap of garbage. People are throwing things at Ivanka Trump. Nancy Pelosi needs biblical literacy classes, and Liam Neeson revealed a surprisingly dark part of his past. A new art installation in Washington, D.C. invites visitors to throw crumbs at a woman resembling Ivanka Trump standing on a pink carpet with a vacuum. The Trump lookalike then cleans up the crumbs, smiling. First of all, this is ridiculous. I can't imagine that Ivanka has had to vacuum other people's messes since, well, ever.
No matter what I read, the fact is that I'm absolutely, proud to be a Trump.
I'm sure she could if she wanted to, but subservience doesn't seem to fit into the Trump brand. Second, how much humanity are people willing to sacrifice to express their disdain for Donald Trump? Because that's exactly what this is, dehumanizing. Not only does the piece treat Ivanka like a zoo animal, but anybody who throws a crumb at her is doing a disservice to themselves. To me, this exhibit says a lot more about the people who will throw food at another human in the name of tolerance than Ivanka Trump. While people debased our political climate in one part of DC, the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, demonstrated her dire need of biblical literacy classes in another. She addressed a group representing Christian colleges and recited one of her so-called favorite Bible verses.
But I heard bishops say, to minister to the needs of God's creation is an act of worship. To ignore those needs is to dishonor the God who made us.
Except it isn't in the Bible. But astonishingly, she's been repeating it since 2002, according to Slate. This is hilarious because Nancy Pelosi has used this verse to justify the idea that God somehow commands her particular policy preferences.
And I can't find it in the Bible, but I quote it all the time, and I keep reading and reading the Bible. I know it's there someplace. It's supposed to be in Isaiah.
But it's also terrifying for that same reason.
Because while you try and quote the Bible, Jeff Sessions and others, you really don't know the Bible. God is on our side.
Let's just hope that people like Pelosi and Maxine Waters don't actually convince people that God dislikes conservatives, or things could get ugly. Well, uglier. Things did get a little ugly for actor Liam Neeson recently.
I did it for maybe a week, hoping some black would come out of a pub and have a go at me about something, so that I could kill him.
He admitted in an interview to The Independent that he once felt motivated to commit a racially based violent crime after his friend had been raped. The story doesn't come off great, although Neeson insists he is not a racist.
Yeah, we were doing a press junket, and it was the topic of our film is revenge, and it's a dark comedy too, but its base is revenge. And the lady journalist was asking me, how do you tap into that?
When it comes to these kinds of situations, I think the best thing to do is evaluate individual incidents with all the information available and make a decision. The worst thing to do? Make a hefty accusation about someone's entire worldview in 140 characters or less.